we're just going to be talking about your builds and what you liked about it, what you didn't like, if you wanted to change anything, all that good stuff.
Oh, okay,
right?
Cool.
And how you like it and all that good stuff.
Oh, yeah.
I got questions.
Yeah. What's that?
I got questions.
Uh-oh.
Good. All right. So we're here with Ron Murtha, correct?
Yes.
Yeah. And we're going to be talking about the 1953 F100 build that the House of Hotrods recently completed for you. And so I guess let's just start off by why did you want to do this build? How'd that happen?
It's just been something I kind of wanted to do for a long time. It came up one day. I started seeing the trucks on eBay and stuff for sale, and they're reasonably cheap. You know, they weren't in great condition, but you know, they're good starter points. And every time I turned around, one of them, you know, they'd start out at like $1,000, and by the time we turned around, they're already up to $3,000 and $4,000. Yeah. So this one came up on eBay, and it kind of sat there for a little bit because the guy said he had to relist it because the previous person refused to pay for it.
Yeah. Those are always the best ones.
And so it stayed at the same price. It was like $1,750 for the truck, and
was it running?
Barely. if it ran at all. The engine after we got it home, it actually ran. My brother was a mechanic since he was 16 and lived up in Pennsylvania, and over the phone he helped me set the points and actually get it started and running. So you know, it's been something I wanted to do, kind of, you know, say I do, kind of a bucket list thing.
Sweet. Yeah. So why the F100? Why a 53?
Not necessarily just a 53, but I like the look of the truck, the Ford F100, so that the particular era, the 53 through 56, and I also thought about the Chevy trucks, the same era. But this one came up, and I thought it would look neat. I've seen a lot of good pictures of them.
Did it have
finished.
rust?
Yeah, it had rust in the usual places. The frame had flash rusting, and the cab had rust in the usual spots, and the bed was a mess. And
the bed was a mess.
Yeah.
So you purchased the truck, and where was it located?
It was located in southern Alabama. That's what I used to tell people. I told them I bought the truck in L.A., and they go, "Oh man, must be a really nice truck." And I said, "Well, not exactly." I said, "It was lower Alabama."
Yeah. Yeah.
So you know for sure it was a farm truck in Alabama.
Yeah, the guy who had it had, I think, tried to start a project on it, and he did some things that were a little weird on it, and instead of fixing them, he patched them in a way, not the correct way. So it needed a lot of work.
Okay, all right. And then, so you started the transformation. Was it always going to be a hot rod, or?
I wanted it to be more of a retro rod than a hot rod. I wanted to be able to drive it and enjoy it, you know, and show it. For that matter, you know.
And so you started doing it basically by yourself at your leisure, right?
Pretty much so, yeah. Like I said, my brother was a mechanic since he was 16, and he, you know, talking with him and stuff kind of helped me through. Actually, he came down quite a bit from Pennsylvania to help me with it.
Oh, wow.
And he was sort of retired. He didn't need to work, and he was taking care of Mom. So he would come down, and it was interesting because you call him up and ask him about repairs on stuff, and it was kind of like, well, it's kind of like sort of disinterested. I can't do it over the phone type thing. And
so how long did that go on for until you reached out?
I bought the truck in 2014, and that lasts till about 2020.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, my brother did pass away in 2020, so he was my main mechanic.
Yeah, and then is that what prompted you to reach out to a shop?
Yeah, pretty much. So we had to run it, and we were actually driving it around the block, the neighborhood and stuff, and it ran. And we put in, had the engine rebuilt, new transmission, and stuff that I could do, and I couldn't paint, so I told people I wanted a 1 foot rule, and when I brought it here, they told me, said, no, we do a 1 inch rule.
Excellent. So how did you go about finding House of Hot Rods?
I had heard about it through the Corvette Club, actually. They came down and had a tour, I think, one luncheon that we did, the Romeo Club, for the guys with the Corvettes, go out to lunch about every 2 weeks. And
nice.
Yeah,
and
so
you still do that, don't you?
And we still do that. Yeah, I heard about it, so I came down. I actually met the one general manager at TMS at the Good Guys show.
Oh, okay.
And we talked about it. And that kind of went from there.
Okay, all right. And then so you liked what you heard.
Yes.
And then you brought the truck in.
Yes, sir.
And then how did that experience go?
Good. We had, told them what I wanted to do, kind of what I wanted on the truck, how I wanted things done. Told them I wanted the truck to be drivable and serviceable.
Yeah.
And, kind of hide as much as we could, which they did.
And you're happy with everything, how it all turned out?
Yes, very much so.
Would you change anything with the experience?
The only thing I would change, and it was not a House of Hot Rod problem, but it was more the transmission. I had purchased the transmission through a company, and it's a brand new transmission, and I kind of told them what I wanted, but it wasn't an overdrive transmission. That's the only thing. Yeah. So, I was a little disappointed about that. Other than that.
What about the gears?
Huh?
The gears, the ratio.
Yeah. I had I had purchased also a rear end for the truck too, and told them what I wanted, and they built one for me.
Excellent.
So,
tell us about the engine. What kind of engine you got?
The engine's a 351M, and it's a modified block that I guess Ford had built in the 70s. It came out of a 78 Ford Thunderbird. Oh. And it's a 351 cubic inch engine, but I think it had been stroked down from 400 cubic inches down to 351 cubic inches. It even only had a 2-barrel carburetor on it. And when I went to get another carburetor for it, I saw the price of a 4-barrel and the 2-barrel were pretty much the same.
Yeah.
So the only thing I had to purchase was a different intake manifold for it.
Okay, so you purchased everything on your own?
Yeah, pretty much so. Now, I think there's a couple things that I'd put in that had to be redone. Steering column was a problem, and the wiring harness we had some issues with it, I guess. So we had a new wiring harness put in. And even though the other one was a new wiring harness that my brother and I put in and set up.
Yeah. Do you have a system in there? I mean, a sound system?
No, and that was kind of something, was kind of in flux, I guess you could say, because, I want to see what we had and what we can do
Right.
before deciding on what to get instead of trying to purchase something and build around it.
Yeah.
The sound system, so.
Not a lot of room in that dash.
No, and that's the other thing too, is I didn't really want the dash to be cut up.
Yeah, right.
I wanted to keep it clean, and it had even had some trim parts that went on the dash that really went on there well and turned out beautiful, really.
So is this would you consider this your dream truck now?
Pretty much, yeah.
Pretty much. Oh, no. It's got to be yes or no.
Well, it's a kind of a dream project, but
Yeah.
I have nothing else to compare it to, really. So yeah, I guess I could say it is my dream project.
You got any other future plans for any other builds?
Not yet, and I don't know. I'm getting a little too old for that. Maybe.
Never too old.
Yeah. It sounds like you run with some Corvettes, so maybe there's a Corvette.
Yeah, I have a Corvette.
Oh, you got a
I
Corvette?
do have a Corvette.
What
It's
year is that?
88 convertible.
Oh, yeah, I
And
like that.
that one used to be my brother's.
Oh, excellent.
And he had it. Sort of remember when he got it, and I actually drove it once when he got it. And
Yeah.
he had talked about selling it back in 2007, and I told him, I said, well, if you do decide, let me know.
Yeah.
So I'll buy it from you, and I did.
love
So I've
Corvettes.
had it since '07,
Awesome.
and it's great. I've made a couple long trips in it, and
Yeah.
and it's really nice.
No, I love
I'm a
Corvettes.
purist. The top's down. My cutoff is 45 degrees.
Yeah, I do like riding like that too. I just put the heater on.
Yeah, turn the heater up to 90 and
Yep.
roll the windows up some, and
Exactly
it's
how I do
great.
it. Yeah,
It
I
works
love
great.
I love it. So we'll be having that one come into the shop here pretty soon.
No, it's actually already. I had the interior redone on it,
Nice.
and the guy who did the interior is going to do the truck.
Oh, excellent. All right.
Yeah.
So is the truck a daily driver?
I've only really had it home for maybe a couple weeks, so I do want to drive it,
Yeah.
and I do want to enjoy it.
You get groceries in it?
Well, that might be a tough task.
Manure in the back,
That
But as
means
a
you've
truck?
got to park in the back of the.
Yeah, I got to park in the back of the lot, and stay away from the door dingers.
Do you get a lot of looky-loos now?
I'm sorry.
Do you get a lot of looky-loos? A lot of people
Oh yeah.
twisting their neck off to see
Oh
it?
yeah, definitely. When I drove it home the first time a couple weeks ago, everybody's giving me the thumbs up and
Yeah.
waving, and I'm trying to figure out, okay, how's this? and my wife told me, she says, "Guys, we're waving at you and honking the horn." I
Yeah.
said, "Well, I'm sorry, I was too busy driving."
Yeah.
Lots of new things to figure out.
Yeah, lots of things to. Where do I reach for? And
How does it drive compared to before
Drives
you brought it in?
good.
Yeah.
yeah, we actually took after we got it home when it warmed up really good. A couple of weeks ago, we drove it up to Jacksboro, up to the hamburger place up there,
Nice.
Herds
Yeah.
Hamburger, and took it up there, and it's nice. I mean, drove nice. I mean, it doesn't have an interior, so it's still a little noisy and
Right.
stuff, but
Right.
it drove good.
All right. Excellent.
I'm not gonna be able to do 80 miles an hour in it, but I could do it decent speed.
That's why you have the Corvette.
That's right. Yes. Yeah, I could do that in the Corvette.
Yes.
Well,
Yes.
fantastic. Well, would you recommend the House of Hot Rods to anybody else?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They did what I wanted. They listened. They're great people. Great people to work with.
How'd you like dealing with Stacy?
Oh, wonderful.
Good answer.
We can have her leave and then you can.
Oh, no.
She wants
No,
you.
actually, it's great talking to them because, like I said, they did good work and they listened. It's kind of it wasn't like oh yeah, okay, we'll look at it, and then they did what they wanted to do.
Right. A lot of shops are like that.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was, worried about,
Did
but
you shop around before you came to the House of Hot Rods?
no, I liked there was a general manager here, Jerry. Him and I talked, and I really liked him. He was nice to talk to, and we talked, and we could relate on certain things. So we had a good conversation. So I said, okay, I like this,
Fantastic. All right.
Good.
You got any questions, Stacy?
Yeah, the maroon color, did it come that color?
No.
Or
No,
what?
the maroon color was a project that you guys did, I think, here at House of Hot Rods, was a Corvette. We came to one of the car shows, and I think to talk to Jerry, and I brought the truck. I think I brought the truck, and I trailered it here. But there was a Corvette that was very close to that color with the chrome, and I said, oh, we both kind of liked it. My wife and I, Ruth, kind of liked it, and said, that's what I want, And I also saw the show, the one from Utah, trying to think, Dave Kindick Cars, and they did a Cadillac that was close to that color too, and I said, man, that's a great color.
Yeah.
I like that, and it makes the chrome pop.
It does.
Yeah.
It's a really beautiful truck.
Yes.
And
Because
then
it started a domino effect in the shop.
Yeah.
Everybody did a variation of your
Yeah,
of
because
your maroon.
you guys gave me 3 spray outs on it, and I took the darker of the 3.
nice.
And it was nice. It turned out great.
It did.
Yes.
It's really a nice.
Were
It turned
those
out really good.
were those the wheels that came on it, or did you buy
No,
those?
they found some wheels for me. They're Covington. They're called Junkyard. I guess Junkyard Dog.
Yes.
The dog wheels.
Nice.
So they look
Okay.
nice.
All right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the tire package on it.
Yeah. And I didn't necessarily want the run flats, the really thin profiles,
Yeah, I don't like
but I didn't want
something-
big old
yeah.
fat ones either.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, I wanted something I could use.
Yes.
Yeah, it's important for a truck too. I mean, some trucks are just show trucks, but it's good that you're going to be enjoying it.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's what I wanted. That's the main thing.
Yeah.
And show it too. Enjoy it and show it.
Yeah, every time you on the street, you're showing it.
Yeah, yeah. Well, that and take it to a show too.
Yes.
Well, we do have a show coming up here, March 23rd. I believe.
Yes.
Are you planning on coming?
Yes.
To that? Yeah.
And I'm also trying to plan on doing Good Guys.
Yeah.
Yes.
The one in April. End of April.
Yes.
You don't have to do that one. Just
Well, that's a big show.
yeah.
It is a big show.
Excellent.
And if you don't show up to ours, you get that phone call the next
Yes,
day.
yes, dear.
And how'd your wife enjoy this whole process?
She enjoyed it. I think she liked the truck, and she would, ask, "What are you going to do?" and stuff. But the funny part was, I'd put something in, and I'd take it out to redo something, and she goes, "Well, why are you taking it back out? Why don't you just put it in and leave it in?"
Yeah.
And I said, "Well, this is a project car, not a kit car."
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes. And now you're still doing tweaking on
Yes,
it.
yeah.
Okay, I need to move this. I need,
Yes.
this wasn't right. Or,
Yeah.
Let's
Yeah.
move it closer in.
Yeah, we had a problem with the controls for the vintage air, and Paul had put it in the glove box. And, oh, that's great, And then, of course, you start driving it, and you go, oh, well, I can't reach it.
A remote control, maybe. You got.
Yeah, but that's okay. I like the idea. It was good because it kept the inside clean.
Yeah.
And
But now Chance and Larry have redesigned the whole console.
That's what I
so
need to
all
see.
your controls will go right in the console.
Right in the
it's gonna
center.
Look really good.
Yeah, yes. Chance did a good job on that center console, but
did.
we had to modify it for the
So
vintage
now
era.
your radio and your controls all in the one console.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yes.
good. It's going to look really good when it's done.
One-stop shop, yeah. That's
Yes,
awesome.
sir.
Awesome.
Yes, sir. That's the idea, too. I don't have to go back and forth.
Yeah. Well,
And it's nice to have a guy in the shop that can build that.
Yeah.
Tell him what you want, and he just built that whole console.
Yes,
right there.
and he employed the shape of the dash into the center console. That it's not square, but it's not oblong, and it's kind of a triangular, I guess, triangular square, in a sense. So, like the old Ford, same as the dash on the 53.
yeah, everything incorporates really nice.
Yeah.
Well, when you get the console back today, it'll have nothing in it. Chance
That's fine.
said, he's not going to mess up my knobs and my
I know.
speakers in this console. I'm taking it all out.
Good.
So when you get it wrapped, you'll have to bring it back and
Good.
get all the
That's
speakers
fine.
back installed.
That's fine, because the upholsterer, I showed them where you have to unscrew it. Well, they broke it off and broke the face thing, but
You know, Chance was like, "Rrr,
yeah,
not my knobs."
yeah, that's fine with me.
You should have just let us do it. See? That's
Well, I showed the guy where the screws were, and he forgot,
yeah.
and it got kind of broken out and broken
Oh, no.
a little bit too. So,
Oh, no.
but he's going to replace it. So.
Big lawsuit coming up.
No, I was worried that in order to replace it, I would have to purchase everything. But this company that House of Hotrods had got the radio from, you could purchase the individual parts.
Awesome.
So it's $99.
Yeah. 99 problems and
Yeah.
a screw ain't one.
That's right.
You won't have to worry about it this time.
That's right.
Chance is like, why didn't he tell me? I would have taken it all out.
I would have taken it out if I'd known it was going to
Things
be a
happen.
problem. Yeah.
Things happen.
Yeah.
But it's fixed now.
Yes, ma'am.
Ready to be wrapped. And
Yes, ma'am. Good.
Yes.
That's the idea.
It looks nice. You're going to like how it turned
Does
out.
it? Good.
Yeah, he modified everything. It looks
Good.
great. Go Chance.
Yes.
Well, fantastic. We just wanted to, bring you in and pick your brain a little bit.
Sure.
Make sure that you were happy and
Absolutely.
tell the fine folks out in the internets your experience and, that's really it.
Yeah.
Did you want to ask any questions or what about you, Stacy? Anything else?
I'm good.
Yeah, good.
No.
Good.
All right. Well, thank you for coming in.
Hey, no problem. I've enjoyed coming here the whole time.
Well, anytime you.
What are
Oh.
we going to do? We won't see you.
I
now,
know.
ever.
So
I'll have to
I know
prank
that
call you or
face
something.
somewhere.
I'll be calling you for the car shows. That's
Yes,
what I'll do.
ma'am.
And prank call.
Yes,
I'm a
ma'am.
prank caller.
Absolutely.
He's going to change his number right after this.
Yeah. Shh. Ixnay on the yacht right.
And in Latin also. Wow. Well, again, thanks so much for coming in. And
You're welcome.
and we'll see you next time.
All right.
I
Thank
will
you.
say this. You've been a great customer.
Thank
You're
you.
always smiling. You're always happy when you come in. And
Yes.
Even if you've been upset, it never showed. So I really appreciate
Very
that.
rarely. I can't even remember if I've really been upset about the project. So
It never
everybody
showed
would
that you
ask
were.
me, well, when's it going to be done? How much longer? I said, it'll be done when it's done.
Yeah, that's
You
true.
can't rush perfection.
That's true. Absolutely.
Dreams don't happen overnight.
That's right.
So when we're building someone's dream, it just takes us
Yeah. Yes, ma'am.
All right, guys. Thanks so much again.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.